Doug, what's up? I'm so high. I hate painting.
Not much, man. What's up? So, I wanted to talk to you today because, and I know I've been so anti this for so long that I think it's hilarious that I'm even talking to you about it. But my brother started looking at this fasting stuff, and I'd been doing 18-6 fasts for a while now, and they got really easy. So I was doing, for the past 2 months, about 16 hours fasting, or 18 hours fasting, sorry, and then 6 hours eating. But then my brother looked more into fasting, and there's so many supposed benefits. The problem with all these diets and all these suggestions or whatever is that it's always by like someone that can profit from it. But the thing about fasting that I find interesting is you're not eating, you're not buying anything. It's free. In fact, you're saving money. So no one has anything to benefit from the studies. So I'm giving it a try. I've been doing, I'm on day 11 of fasting, 23 hours. And within 1 hour, I have to try to fit in a normal amount of calories. Low, but a normal, like a sustainable amount. I normally hit between 1,000 and 1,400 calories. Maybe one day I've gone, I think I was at 1,600. I generally try not to count calories, but I try to keep it in mind. I want to challenge you because I know me and you have always talked about our weight and all that stuff, and it's such a superficial, who gives a crap kind of thing, but it also has benefits other than, I look good, but you know, whatever. Beyond that, I don't want to, there's some benefits. And I know I've talked to you about this and you don't want to hear about the benefits because you don't want a placebo effect. So I'd like to see what you gain from it. There's a lot of benefits when it comes to working out while fasting. There's benefits for your brain, your weight. I mean, I won't get into too much detail because I really genuinely want to see if these are how you, because I was told all of the benefits and I was like, oh man, I'm totally noticing that. I don't want that to happen with you. I want you to have like a totally unbiased whatever. I'm sure you know some of them because you're friends with a couple of people who are fitness buffs. I'll get to the challenge in just a minute. My challenge to you as far as a breakdown of each week. So for me, I have to be really strict in what I do. Otherwise, I don't do it. If it feels like not a solid rule, I will break it every time. I'll find an excuse to make it okay with myself. Be like, oh, it's fine, no big deal. With this, it's been nice because I do most of my fastings when I'm sleeping, but that's fine. It's not cheating in any way because you're just not eating. Your body is without food. So from 4 o'clock every day until 4 p.m. till 3 p.m. the next day, I don't eat or anything. I'll do coffee. I do some water. I'm really bad at water. I need to drink more water. There's also, you can do green tea. Supposedly you can do bone broth. I hear it doesn't taste great, but it doesn't break your fast, even though everything I've looked at says it's about 5 calories per serving, which technically that should break your fast, but I guess it doesn't because of whatever. I don't know, whatever. There's the benefits outweigh. It doesn't stop your fast, I guess. So there's that. There's other ones too, but those are the ones that I found. Green tea, something like that have helped me the most out of everything. I honestly, after the first day, I didn't really get hungry. The second day, third day, all the way, I'm on day 11 now, and I have not once really felt hungry. I've felt fatigued, but it was a day that I was at work, and normally it's a desk job, and we were like, oh, hey, we need to grab stuff from the old building. There was a lot of physical labor involved, and there was a lot of heat. It was a really hot day, so I think I have to be a little forgiving of that one. But generally, I eat a really big meal for my one meal, so I can at least not have so much a negative deficit that starts affecting my metabolism and all that. If you're going to work out while doing this fasting, I would highly suggest you do it towards the end of your fast, not at the end of the fast right before you eat because you think or right after you eat because you think it'll give you energy. The best time, everything I've read anyways, the best time to work out is a few hours before you're done fasting, because then you're like at your peak fasting and your HGH levels, your human growth, that sounds a little weird. Your human growth hormones are at I think somebody said as high as 2,000% higher. So it's a big benefit. I don't know how much I believe all that stuff, but I noticed when I worked out, I didn't feel fatigued. And when I used to do my 18-6 fasts, I would go and work out right after I ate, and I just felt so sluggish, so tired. Like I was like, oh, maybe the food hasn't kicked in yet, because I would do it on my way home. I'd grab food, then I'd work out, then I'd go home, and it didn't feel great. But working out while fasting has actually been pretty benefit. I mean, I feel good. I don't feel tired and stuff. In fact, sometimes I feel like I can push myself a little bit further. Okay, so now for the breakdown. This could be either a 3 or 4 week challenge. What I would challenge you to do is the 3 week version that I've just made up out of my own head. But it's what I did, and towards the end I started losing about a pound a day. So today's day 11. The past 4 days it's been a pound or slightly over a day that I've lost. In total I've lost 27 pounds to this date, and I'll keep you updated. But so far it's going really good, and it's easy. I can eat a big meal like Qdoba and not feel completely bad about it. I still feel great afterwards. I don't feel too stuffed. I'm actually noticing that I do notice when I'm starting to get full, and I'm like, oh, I guess I don't need to eat anymore. Normally I don't have that, where I'm just like, I gorge, and then when I'm done eating, I'm like, probably eat some more, and then eat some more, and then I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't eat that last, but I'm super full. I feel horrible. So for the challenge, I'm going to tell you the 3 week version, and I'll tell you the pre-week if you want to do that instead, so you can adjust better. But what I challenge you to do is a 16-hour fast and an 8-hour eating window, which isn't that bad. It's just basically skipping breakfast is all that really is. And some people do that all the time anyways. But try to keep your calories between 1,1600, somewhere in there. Don't go over, but also don't go too low. If you hit 1,200 one day, hit 16 another day, like make up for it a little bit. But I try to stay right around that 1,400 mark for me. So I challenge you to do that, but don't go over 16. Just don't do it, okay? And that would be every day for the first week. And then I challenge you for the second week to do an 18-6. So 18 hours fasting and a 6-hour eating window, which is totally doable. And I'm telling you, I never once really felt hungry while I was doing it. And that's been for a couple months now that I've been doing that, and then beyond that. And then that's every single day. And then for the third week, I challenge you to get to do the eating 1 meal a day, 23-hour fasting, a 1-hour eating window. And then I want you to record your results and all that stuff, and do a whole episode of it on here. Because I just want to see if I'm doing something different maybe, or I don't know. It's kind of a test. I want to see if this really is as good as it seems. It seems a little too crazy. And some might say you're starving yourself and blah blah blah. Your body will go into starvation mode. Apparently that is a lot of crap. I don't know. I feel great all the time lately, so try it. But if you find that to be hard after your first couple days, whatever, I would suggest you're making your first week into a 16-hour fasting window, 8-hour eating window, and the next day just count your calories and stay under 1,600. And then the next day do the 16 hours, 8-hour. So if you have to do that, that's fine. But I think you're capable of doing it, man. You can do it. But record your results. Check in every day on video or something like that. Make one big video so we can see the progress. I didn't do any before and after photos. I really wish I would have, because I keep getting things, people saying, man, have you been working out, or what are you doing? So that's encouraging too. But I also challenge you not to tell your wife you're doing this. And that's where I think it'll be easy to do your lunch and dinner with your family and make that your eating window. But see if she notices. See if she's like, what are you doing different? Because I believe that by the third week or fourth, if you do the baby push-up week kind of thing, I think she'll notice. I think it'll be noticeable. So let me know how that goes, and I'll let you know if I keep doing this. My plan is to keep doing this 23-hour fast until I stop seeing like incredibly crazy results, and then I want to try to do a 3-day fast, go from there. Who knows? Maybe we can go more. There was somebody who did I think it was a 382-day fast monitored by a doctor, and they lost quite a bit of weight. So, I mean, if a doctor's monitoring it, I mean, it can't be that bad. That was actually in 1972, so who knows? I think that's what I read. Surprising that no one's tried to beat that. Let me know how it goes, man. I have really high hopes for it. And, I mean, nobody makes money off of fasting, right? So, it's got to be something to that, right? Corporate America hasn't, like, sunk their hands into that yet. Makes you wonder if all the things against it are pushed by them. And another thing, too, is, like, almost I think all the major religions, at least, mention fasting. So, I mean, if they put it in there, I mean, that's got to be a good sign. Like, you know, that's just, like, those are books of wisdom, right? So, anyways, try it out, man. I'm pretty excited.